Crimson, the data collected from those Covey computers has tipped us off to a central intel center. I'd like you to poke around.
Dropping you at the edge of the base, Crimson. See you on the other side.
So we are about to take a look at some new content in Spartan Ops. This is a look at Chapter 6. And we're going to be looking at Mission 3. This is an all-new environment that we're going to be playing through. And one of the really cool things that we'll be able to do up here is...
Look at that. Little jerks are sleeping on the job. Quick and quiet, Crimson. Get the drop
try
on
an element of stealth. There's an opportunity up ahead if we all make sure that we don't rush into this. That there's going to be some sleeping grunts up ahead that we can kind of get the jump on.
They didn't even know it hit them.
All right,
Good work,
so
Crimson.
This is one kind of new thing that we're looking at, is offering different ways of playing the missions themselves, offering stealth opportunities. And if we continue to do so, there's going to be an elite up on the far right that if we assassinate him, that will allow us to press this console, which is going to trigger an airstrike that normally the Covenant would be using against us. But in this case, if we interact with it, we're going to be able to basically send that airstrike on them, which obviously will help us in this next encounter because they will be getting killed by their own weapons, which is kind of cool. So the airstrike just kind of fell on, and had that not have happened, we would have had a very long, challenging encounter, but this offers the opportunity to kind of circumvent that, to offer something new that that we really haven't done before. So it is truly offering several options in how you approach this combat. Some will choose to take the stealth route, and others will obviously tend to go guns blazing.
Looks like it isn't opening. Have a look around. There has to be another way in. Phantom on approach.
All right, so we're gonna have to be careful here. So this is a great example too of some of the wide open spaces that we're trying to bring back. One of the things that we got from user feedback was just the enjoyment they got out of some huge spaces. This is a great example of us being able to keep players in an encounter space and then slowly open up the areas as the player progresses through. And this map goes between a very open outdoor exterior area into another larger interior that we'll be heading into very shortly.
That's all of them.
Okay, I think I found you another way inside. Marking it now.
So it's probably a good idea to get some weapons to take what you might for what's up next. Take the energy sword.
Blocked here. Check that console. I'll see if there's a way to bring that barrier down.
So we're about to go inside the cave, and within the cave we've got a couple really cool kind of hidden throwback weapons that I think people will be happy to find, and I'm definitely going to point that out so that we can take advantage of that.
It when it's quiet.
So if I'm guessing, there might be a couple of cloaked elites up ahead, so we will want to be careful.
There's movement all over the place, but no visual.
Active camo. Keep your guard up, Crimson.
And there he is. So if anybody wants to pick up the gravity hammer, they can feel free. There's one over here by me, or I will obviously happily take it. All right, I'm taking it. There's one down here on the ledge as well. So.
Multiple contacts.
So again, this is an area that we've made that's absolutely stunning. It's huge. It allows us to have some phenomenal gameplay moments, not only through this encounter and this mission, but some of the ones beyond that we'll be featuring. Another key takeaway from feedback that we've not only heard from fans, but also through user research, was that feeling of a never-ending slog, just feeling like you're fighting wave after wave. We've done a lot of work in trying to free that up so people have more of a contained experience where it doesn't feel like it is literally like horde after horde after horde of enemies. We're trying to craft the spaces and the experiences so that it feels natural and the narrative flows with the gameplay. And that night just missed. Here's another little kind of secret area that will get unlocked very shortly. There is a shield wall with what looks like a couple of banshees back there, so we'll keep our eyes out for that, and hopefully we'll be able to use that in the encounters to come. And I just lost the grab hammer. So another thing that we've tried to do is really complement Covenant and Forerunner encounters. By mixing the two races together, it provides a lot of opportunity for variety in not only the combat, but then ultimately the weapons that you get to use against them. I'm going to try to flank and help my... Oh, he's down.
Crimson, there's a control panel here. Looks like it's rigged into a Forerunner light bridge system.
Alright. I'm going to turn on the light bridges. That just turned on, and that basically now opens up an entire upper area that we didn't have access to before. And if I'm betting, I think that that might have also opened up the Banshees, which will give us an opportunity to fly in this amazing space. Die. As you can see, the Knights are as difficult as ever. We are playing on Legendary, which naturally provides an incredible amount of challenge. That's another thing that we're looking to do is with the latest chapters that are to be released and episodes that we'll be making sure that they're set at a higher difficulty level. This is something new. It used to be at Heroic, and we're going to be looking to make that switch to Legendary to further the challenge for people in their matchmaking experiences at home. I'm going to try to get in my Banshee here. See if I manage to survive and actually get around these Knights. Well, I'm probably not going to last too long. I'm going to bail. And again, we've added little things like grav lifts to make sure that some of the paths can be circumvented so that players don't have to run around and try to find their way through this labyrinth. Vehicles are definitely one of the sandbox items that had a lot of callouts and a lot of feedback and positive reactions, so we've wanted to try to add as many as we can in our missions and the levels to add that extra element of the sandbox.
Covenant are up to.
All right, so I'm going to take this time and get some new weapons.
Extracting intelligence, Commander.
Excellent. Run it through
Try to make sure, too, that the picture-in-picture that you sometimes see adds new elements, new information. Not only do you see messages coming from the Infinity, but they're also connecting with your armor suit to try to deepen that immersion. And again, like I said, we've got a few little hidden gravity hammers all over the play space, so people will definitely want to try to search those out, as they will absolutely help you through the combat. One of the team members, too, that is new to Crimson Squad is TJ Murphy. This is a colleague of yours that you meet early in episode 6, who's going to be your pilot, and you'll start to learn a little bit more about TJ as you go through, and it's very interesting how suddenly you've got a Phantom as your means of transportation through the environments. So not to be fooled with an enemy Phantom. Something else that we saw was a Phantom actually dropping off the sniper tower itself. Tried to add a few little nuances to spice up the sandbox and to change up the play floor itself through the experiences.
Hunters!
Of course, our friends the Hunters are back.
Good job. Coming in for you, Crimson.
Excellent work, everyone.
And there's TJ Murphy approaching in our hijacked Phantom that we managed to get earlier in episode 6, in the very first mission. So now, once again, this is our means of transportation through Spartan Ops. And as we enter the grav lift, and we get sucked up, which cues the end of the mission. So that was a look at episode 6, chapter 3 of Spartan Ops. This is brand new. This is going to be coming to you on January 21st, and we're really excited to get more missions, more episodes, and more CG into the players' hands so that they can take it in, they can view it, and they can be further immersed into Spartan Ops.